Yes, so Lilith in the third house of Gemini, you are the type who will just say anything out your mouth. So the thing is, I got to say also is that you're good at interpreting people's reactions and their thoughts and understanding people, and that's one of the greatest things that this placement have. So you're good at understanding people and you're good with connecting with people, but at times you might be afraid to express yourself because you don't want to say the wrong thing, and this can also help isolate you from people. So with this placement, this how it go. It's called Lilith, the night master in the third house, or the night master in Gemini. And Gemini is the duality. Gemini can be two-faced. So with Lilith here, you got to try to control your Lilith. And because the upside is so beautiful, because Lilith give you the skills to get this knowledge, to teach this knowledge, and to spread this knowledge, and also give you the ability to help people heal through knowledge and through words. So, with this being said, because you come off aggressively and you don't care what nobody say, but at the same time, you could be the type who do care and say less because you fear what somebody got to say, so you isolate yourself. But you can be the type. Either way, you're gonna express yourself. You never got to talk to yourself. Lilith in the third house. Lilith. Hey, Lilith. You want to fuck everybody. So those who got this placement, they want to have sex with everybody. They want to try out everything. They like to try out things. They like to experiment. Oh, so you got a dirty mind. Even if you don't fuck them physically, you might fuck them mentally first. So that's we got Lilith in the third house or Gemini. Carry on. Lilith in Gemini or Lilith in the third house. This is the house that deals with communication and the mind, the brilliant mind. Also, get along with your brothers and your sisters, your siblings. And so this is the house that deals with getting along with your neighbors and knowing how to communicate with your community and your neighbors, being the speech representation. And so we talking about Lilith in there. We got the night master. She called the night master. So when she used this gift, this gives you the ability to talk your way out of anything because you got a fire mouthpiece. You got many ways to express yourself. You're good with the word. You're good at flipping the word. You're good at expressing the word. Anything to do with the word, writing and expression is what you're good at. So you and also thinking. That makes you a deep thinker. I think. And so what she think about is how she can defeat you mentally. So you want to always try to defeat people mentally. Think you're smarter than the average. You'll say you're not smart, but you know you're smart. So, but you'll run a trap on a person because you have people thinking that you're not smart because you're very persuasive. You're very persuasive. You're very idealistic, very imaginative. You deal with the mind. So we're talking about mental intuition. You got that, which is mental telepathy. You're a great mind reader. So we got lithium in Gemini that makes you with advanced mind and advanced communication skills. You can persuade a person to do anything with the mouthpiece or with the word, with the written word or the mouthpiece. It also make you super creative. And so you will use this against people, and you don't mind debating or arguing because this is your dark side, your like your downside. When you at your worst is when you want to use your power against people. It'd be the word persuade some people to do things that they don't want to do, and also you the type that can manipulate a situation or manipulate a person just by the word or the mind play. And you're very charming, so you can appear to be sweet, and you get along with your whole environment. You can manipulate a whole crowd with the mouthpiece, and so you the one gonna bring everyone together. That's the power that you have. And so on the upside, the power that you have is to bring everybody together and make sure that everybody is happy, and that's very powerful. But the thing is, when the night monster come out of you, which is that lithium, that lithium, better yet, Lilith. When Lilith come out, phew, this makes you the type that love knowledge. You do anything to seek knowledge. You be obsessed with knowledge. You obsessed with information. Obsessed with knowing people. Obsessed with knowing this. All over the social media. All over the media. All over everything. When dealing with the word, knowledge, information. So it makes you very obsessed with that. And you like to know what's happening all around you all the time. You're very assessed when it comes to information. So teaching and things of that nature is your interest. And so you definitely love to compete with people when talking about mentally. Because you know you got the ability to destroy them with your mind. Because you know that you feel like you're the master of the mind. So this one you got Lilith and Gemini. And so all this is your underside, your dark side. While you walk around here, you can be any other sign, but that Lilith gonna stand out. That side that's in your subconscious that you do naturally. It's like a natural instinct. Like you just do it without being aware. Like you play mind games a lot. Play a lot of mind games, and you like things that deal with the mind game. You like psychology, so you like to play mind games because you already know the person gonna say. You already know what they're gonna do. So you're always testing people. You ask them a question, but you already know what they're gonna say. You already know how they think because you already peeped their pattern. Because you like anything that deals with the mind, deal with the words, interests you, and you're good at it. And so you will use this to uh, tear a person down or to build a person up because you're good with the mind. So you got Lilith and Gemini. So this also makes you a great instructor, teacher, and also your power is through the word. By speaking it, you can manifest things in your life just by speaking it or writing it. And so this is very important because you manifest what you want by speaking it or writing it into existence. And Lilith is always there. When the negative side come out, you like test a person mentally. You say all type of things. And when it comes to sex, you the type who might like all type of sex, all type of sex positions, or at least you imagine it in your mind. You probably you play many roles. You probably the man, the woman, everything. Because this is what you imagine. Because you got Lilith. Lilith is like the dark side of how you thinking. Your mind is all over the place. So you try many partners, and you hate to be bored. Because if you're bored, you can be trapped, you can be stuck, and that's when the night monster come out and do anything, make up any type of games, play all type of games. It's like anything goes right here. We got Lilith and Gemini, but also this makes you have multiple personalities. Well, you could be this person, then you could be that person, then you could be that person. You play many roles. First, you might be a gentle person. Now, you might be a mean person. Then you might be. It makes you a great actor. So you can. So to people, you can look superficial, or fake because you play many roles, but you know how to adapt to people and places and things, and you can easily manipulate people. People can think you're a shining star when on the low you really tear them down or you don't really care about them like that. Because this is that Lilith and Gemini where you can be the chameleon. Because you already know people minds, and you're a great mind reader, so you know how to operate in this world, and you know where to help people. You know people interests. You know all these things because you deal with the mind strictly. So when Lilith here, Lilith want to express herself. Lilith like to play. Lilith can be very childish, and Lilith like to have fun. Uh, when dealing with the mind, when dealing with communication and expression, where you say anything at your mouth, but at the same time, uh, also Lilith right here can also you can watch what you be careful what you say. You might be scared to express yourself because you have a whole bunch of knowledge in, or you know that if you say certain word, you can hurt somebody. That's how powerful that tongue is. That tongue is like the sword when Lilith is in this house. So it's not just the tongue; it's your action, the way you move. And so this is why you always happy, even doing the most devilish things, because this is interest to you. Everything that's new, you like everything that's new, something that's different and new, because this interest to you. Same old is boring to you. So this is when you got Lilith in Gemini and or Lilith in the third house. Lilith in the third house. If you got this placement, yes. And so being able to communicate, express yourself, or be a representative for somebody is what you're good at. So you be a good spokesperson. You got a flat tongue, charming tongue, loving tongue, where you hypnotize people with the tongue or your charm alone and your charm alone. Because people just love when you speak and they like to hear your knowledge. So we got Lilith and Gemini. We talking about like mind games. You'll be very good at that. So mentally, your mind is everywhere. First you be here, you be there, and you can overthink, overanalyze, and so you need to rest that mind up. Because Lilith will make you think about all type of things. You're not scared to speak about this, talk about that. and you're knowledgeable in every area. But the thing is, you might want to be smarter than the next person, and think you're smarter than the next person, or know you're smarter than the next person, and use that against a person to blackmail them and trick people out their funds, or trick people out whatever that you choose. Because you can trick people out of almost anything because you're very manipulative and you're good when you speak. You're so persuasive and you're so manipulative and you make so much sense that you can trick people out of almost anything. Because you got Lilith and Gemini right here. And even the woman's could trick the dudes out his draws, and the dudes could trick the women's out their draws. That's how powerful this placement is as far as speaking and thinking and communicating. These people could be great researchers and things like that. They like to research, and they just so obsessed with it. So researching, knowing about people. They also they into it so much to the research. They so obsessed with it. They can get so obsessed with it to the screen with it. And so this is what you got to be careful about. And so also, you the type will have many sex partners, and you don't matter. It don't matter if you have a poly relationship, but you love your freedom of expression, and you stay on the go. And this is how you move. And if anybody try to stop your freedom, you'll fight against that. You come strong when it comes to your freedom, when it comes to your thoughts, your mind. If people come against the way you think, or people come against your communication, so it's been well for people to let you express yourself. Because if you don't express yourself, it could be all hell break loose or chaos. So people got to let you express yourself, and freedom is very important to you. You also will be the type who will fight for other people's freedom, because it's a natural instinct unconsciously, and you might not even be aware that you're having a person because of you want to see them free. And so with this placement here is very powerful, very intellectual, highly intellectual, mentally intuitive, you're psychic, very psychic, because these people know people's thoughts and they can pick up on people's thoughts. So it's telepathy. You can transfer your thoughts to other people and get in touch with other people, which means that you can think about something and the other person think about it too. And next you can think about calling somebody, and the next thing you know, that person call you, or vice versa. You can feel like somebody about to call you, and they call you, because this is what the energy represents. Also, you can read people's mind, like you're about to finish. Somebody might say something, you can finish their sentence off. They say, "I was just about to say that." So this is how powerful this placement is. So with this being said, Lilith and Gemini, your mind is all over the place, very meditative, very meditative. You can meditate all type of things, all type of sex positions, and get into all type of forms of sex, and you love it, and you have fun with it, and you got many ways to have sex and express yourself. So with it being said, you got to understand this is called Lilith and Gemini, and this is also a part of my placement. But you have to master this right here. You have to master this placement and keep it in check. So once you master this placement in your natal chart, you good. If you got Lilith in the third house, this is you too. Ashe.